Hello. Do y'all like cold opens? Because I like cold opens. Especially if it's a beer, which I am actually in dire need of right now. Vodka will work.
Yes. Liquor is good.
If I time this right, this episode will be coming out on Christmas Day, and this is the first ever, and hopefully with many more to come, AK-47 Radio MRE Christmas Special.
We also reserve the right to do MRE specials on not holidays.
Yeah, but Christmas is a special occasion.
Absolutely.
We are joined by none other than a imperialist capitalist piece of filth from the AR-15 podcast, Nick Dooley.
Yes, I am, and I may know more AK history than you do.
We'll see about that.
We have to know the weapon of your enemy.
I'm not taking that challenge.
Yeah, why do you think I spend so much time shooting ARs? The local cop, well, the local cops aren't using AKs, but they're not my enemy. I think. Still working on that.
Okay, comrade.
But it's fine.
So there's no topic tonight. This is just going to be hanging out, chilling.
Yes.
Whoa. You're not going to introduce me? Fucking asshole.
I will. We're also joined tonight by Commissar Will.
People know who you are by now. Nobody cares.
I like his voice better for my introduction. We should just record that and use it every time.
Everybody likes his voice more. That's one of the big problems of the world.
I mean, I like him more than I like you, so that tracks.
I mean, I like him more than I like me, too.
AR Drew, not yet.
We're working on the drunk part.
We'll get there.
So you guys picked out your MREs ahead of time. I have one of the fucky cases.
Picked is a strong word.
Okay, you had it lying around.
Reached into the tub and pulled one out. So while you are rat fucking your case,
well, I'm not rat fucking yet. I have one of the weird. What date is this?
Shut up and find an MRE.
Shut
Let
the fuck
Dooley
up.
talk.
This is one of the weird 2024 ones where they changed the packaging over to that gay ass. It's not the brown bag. It's the fucking
clears.
Oh, so where they took all the fucking Tabascos out? Yeah.
Oh, what you have is the humanitarian box.
I wished, because those have 2 entrees. But I'm going to dip my hand in here and see what we come up with. So somebody else talk for a moment.
Yes, I was going to say, Commissar, what are you going to pull out tonight for your dining option?
So I've actually already opened it because I knew what I wanted. I have beef shredded in barbecue sauce. Menu number 2. I figure I probably wouldn't eat everything in one sitting, so the entree would show up pretty well.
So I did exactly. Go ahead, Dooley.
Oh, I was gonna say, no, you may go, Sam. I was actually gonna look for a date on mine because I have an older one here.
Ooh, it's a classic.
One of my collections, because if you look, I actually have the old wrapper.
Oh yeah, well, that's the good wrapper versus this new bullshit that doesn't give you a solid bag.
Oh God, really? I haven't seen one of those like what Sam has. Even mine is the old school.
Yeah. So this is menu number 4: spaghetti with beef and sauce.
I almost bought that one and I didn't.
Yes. I am fond of the spaghetti with meat and sauce, as long as you put the salt and pepper in it.
Sam likes the halal meals. Yes, you are correct.
I have not had one of the halal meals.
You know what?
However,
Vince just said all I have left is tuna. And you know what? The tuna ones are probably kind of clutch because, one, you never have enough time to sit there for 45 minutes to let the thing heat up properly. And then you just got to eat it cold. The tuna's good cold. It's brand name tuna you can buy off the shelf, and it comes with good accessories.
I mean, you are not wrong.
But you're wrong.
But
oh crap, we're gonna.
My personal favorite is actually like the LRPs.
Lurpies. I mean, those are just Mountain House meals. Those are cheating.
Like Hey, I remember a time when that was a thing, and they were delightful to get.
I've never had one of those, but also let's re-reference military rule number 12, Sam. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Correct.
Oh, there's a child screaming upstairs. So
Yeah.
I reached into my bag, my box here, and did exactly what I didn't want to do. And pulled out fucking pepperoni pizza slice. An
Right.
MRE, which I have once described as dense, defeating, and demoralizing. Because the damn pizza slice. Who thought this was a good idea?
You know, so Mrs. Commissar has a friend that has 7 fucking children. And one of them, they came over and hung out and spent the night for a weekend or something a while back. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll grab a couple of MREs because I figure kids that have never had MREs should be exposed to this. And the oldest kid, he was probably 14 at the time, was super interested. And I let him pick the MRE and he picked the pizza MRE. And I knew how well that was going to go, but I let him do it. I let him make the mistake. Sometimes you just got to let a kid stick a fork in a socket.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't like the pizza slice. I also don't like these new packagings. So what are you guys doing for Christmas? You doing anything cool for Christmas? Or just the usual?
Oh, go ahead, Dooley.
Nothing special.
Same. I've got no plans, and that's kind of how I like it.
Well, my wife won't hear this, but which is good. My brother's driving up from Texas randomly, so I have concocted a plan to not tell her that this is happening, and she'll find out when we get there, which is fun because she hasn't seen him in ages.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him.
Yeah, no Tabasco sauce. Lame.
Same with mine.
I got the peanut butter though. Peanut butter. Oh, except for I ate one of these a couple days ago, which was the beef taco filling, and I was really looking forward to eating some highly processed tacos. And some absolute gorilla put whole grain tortillas in it, and then peanut butter. No cheese.
Yeah,
it's because in the field you don't have time to take the taco stuff out and put it in the tortilla. You eat it straight out of the pouch. Okay, but it's not made for you.
It's applesauce. No, it's apple strawberry freaking puree. I was hoping that applesauce is great. I don't care if it's for me. I'm an important person. Haven't you heard?
You're the janitor. Shut the fuck up.
I'm the janitor.
White chocolate cocoa beverage powder.
Well, yeah, that's an okay one. Chocolate protein powder drink. That's a definite no from me.
Yeah, I just got the cheese spread with jalapenos, which hot take.
I do
not like. I cannot stand. You can have it. I don't care. I don't like it. I will not eat it.
That is 2 of us.
Wow. Did we just become best friends? Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Raisins.
Shit.
The wrapper for the spaghetti and beef with sauce.
I have oatmeal cookie, which is more like oatmeal granola at this current moment.
The MRE heater that I have never used to heat a meal.
But I've used those a lot, but that's beside the point. I have cinnamon bun, which I'm really hoping is like the Texas style cinnamon bun that you can get at the gas station. I'm really hoping it's just that in brown packaging.
Grape jelly.
That term will go over on you. That's going to go over well on YouTube because there's a certain word nobody uses on YouTube anymore, so they always just replace it with grape for some reason. Yeah.
I got the enemy get off me killer / spoon.
You mean God's favorite spoon?
Yes. I mean, I literally have one on the wall because it's the weapon wall, and it's a weapon.
Did you know that the MRE spoon is dishwasher safe?
No, but I'm about to find out.
No, they are. I used one in my lunchbox for years. No, I also have peanut butter to go with the jelly.
Oh, do you have wheat snack bread? Can you make a little sandwich?
I have chocolate chip toaster pastry.
I also got
Depending
chocolate
on-
hazelnut protein drink powder, which I don't think I'll be using tonight because I has liquor.
Depending on how old that Pop-Tart is, it might be fine. It might be terrible.
Italian breadsticks, TFF.
Oh, I hate those.
No,
I
these are
really,
ungood.
really want to like them, but I hate them.
I wanted to like them so much as well, but they're terrible.
They are awful. I would rather have just the bread or the crackers even. I got plain tortillas in mine, so not the wheat tortillas, comrade janitor.
Wheat tortillas are nasty.
Mm.
That is one of those foods, along with tofu, that I was forced to eat as a child. And as an adult, I cannot stand wheat tortillas or tofu.
Mm. You know, the first MRE, this is a fun story. The first MRE I ever had, I was a little kid. My dad was in the military and he brought home sorry, not to call you old. You may remember this. One of the old school MREs where all of the items were in black packaging instead of this FDE packaging. And he brought home spaghetti, and we had been doing spaghetti quite often, just like normal grocery store spaghetti, to the point where when I tried it, I was already sick of spaghetti because we had it so much, and MRE spaghetti was just that much worse.
Yeah. I will tell you this, the very first MRE I had, they do not make anymore and have not made for a very long time. I only saw it once after I had it the first time when it was issued to me. And it was beef frankfurters.
Oh, the 5 Fingers of Death?
Yes.
Damn. Yeah, never had that one.
I've only heard the stories.
Yes. That was the very first MRE I had. And I pulled it out and went to look, and I was like, oh, wait, I'm just going to follow the instructions here and do the thing. And my Kevlar wound up on the other side of a range like area, and my head had been connected to that Kevlar before it went for a stroll on its own, and I lost that and the Skittles.
Oh, you lost the Skittles. That's sad.
Well, no, we had to turn them all in.
Okay, I've been there too, but that's like that's some basic shit.
Oh no, that was 100% basic training, and we open up our MREs, and drill sergeant would come by and be like, "All right, open, dump them, let's see," and we come through and be like, "All right, yep," and he'd just come through and take anything that could be considered a dessert,
yeah,
and then walked away with it.
Well, ain't no drill sergeant taking my cinnamon bun tonight.
He's eating that shit when he gets home.
No, they didn't. They put it all in the middle, and like, I one time was in the drill sergeant's office, and they had just like a trash can full of nothing but Skittles and MRE sweets. And this is what I was like, so what do you guys do with that? And he goes, what, you think we spend money for Halloween candy?
That's smart.
Handing out full-size Skittles and M&Ms and fucking Kit Kats, baby.
Hell yeah. I also have apple strawberry carrot AQF, whatever that is. Looks like a apple sauce kind of thing, but with carrots? I don't know.
Like I said, I'm sad I didn't get the caffeinated applesauce, because I usually restrict my caffeine intake a little bit so that the caffeine will actually do something for me. Oh yeah, you drink a white Monster and then slurp down a bunch of caffeinated applesauce without realizing it's caffeinated, and then you're like, oh fuck, I feel really awake right now.
It's a puree squeeze. I just found a non-common nutrition card.
We've got the same thing.
Yeah, apple strawberry.
I don't think I've ever seen one of these before.
I almost cheated tonight, and grabbed one of my MREs, but it's like, oh, yeah, I could do that and fire up the old jet boil and crack open one of my homemade freeze dried meals.
You have a freeze dryer? Yeah, freeze dryer.
Yeah, we've got the harvest right.
I in the past dehydrated shit. So it works, not as well as a freeze dryer does, but dehydrated homemade spaghetti tastes a shit ton better than even like the Peak Mountain refuel stuff does, even the expensive freeze dried stuff.
So I'm
Homemade.
gonna say this. Something that really surprised me with freeze drying and making my own MREs and stuff like that. Spaghetti squash, I kind of can't stand when you make it like as normal spaghetti
Same.
because the texture's wrong. Like you get it, noodles aren't supposed to be crunchy. Like, just not a thing.
I don't squash.
Freeze dried spaghetti squash. Actually, when you reconstitute it, because it's been freeze dried, has the consistency of a noodle, and you quite legitimately cannot tell the difference between it and real spaghetti. It's just a matter of how much water you put in, so how soupy you make the sauce.
I would be willing to try this. I'm going to go ahead and throw my
I would be too
barbecue.
If a freeze dryer wasn't the same cost as a PVS 14. Or damn thereabouts.
I will be honest, when I got mine, I got a hell of a deal on it.
5-finger discount?
No.
Almost.
I talked to him at SHOT Show a couple years ago.
Okay.
And was getting set up as a dealer. And then they're
Do
like,
the defense, now selling freeze dryers.
Oh, we are. But
I mean, it sounds like a solid plan to me.
Oh, it's fantastic. I love it.
Oh no, they had blem models.
Oh, that's even better.
So I got one that it's a stainless steel one, but it has marks all across the top from like shit being handled. I'm like, oh, it's a blem, and the screen has like one little line of like weird pixels through the LCD. Everything still works fine. It just has
somebody dragged a freaking crate across the top of it. Yeah, what an asshole.
So for those who maybe watch, go ahead.
I was about to say, my dad's like that. He is one of those people that he needs the stove breaks at my parents' house. So he just randomly will walk into Lowe's and they will have a blem stove sitting right there. He's done that. And this isn't like he spent weeks looking for one. Stove and then refrigerator now. And I'm pretty sure their washing machine. He has done that 3 times in a row. Like, oh, we need a new appliance. Go into Home Depot. Oh, look, blem model right there. Perfect.
I mean, that's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
Expensive.
That shit never works for me though. And I've spent over a year trying to, well, not over a year. That's an exaggeration. We're coming up on a year that we haven't had a freaking microwave because actually at the end of the day, who needs one? But because I've been waiting to find a blem model. There's no blem model show up anywhere. Nothing. Because it's one of the range hood ones.
I got to replace my microwave similarly as well.
And my wife killed it because she was running a stock pot underneath it as a humidifier. It turns out microwaves don't like being in a 150% humidity environment for days.
Oh, you mean electronics don't like being soaked in gaseous liquid or gaseous water?
That's fine. Turns out you need one.
For those who may be watching, if you've never had an MRE before, I think we're all going to demonstrate, but I'm going to start it off because I'm the commissar. Take your heater bag. You take your entree, and sometimes these MREs will come with multiple things that you can heat up inside.
Which don't fit in the bag together.
They don't, but you have to make it work. That's the thing.
You got to tuck it in between like a sandwich.
Everybody in the military should have the NCO skill of making things work that shouldn't work. And this is your introduction to that skill.
I already started mine off a while ago and I overfilled it because it has a line that says do not overfill.
You always overfill it. Nobody pays attention to the line.
And then don't forget to find a rock or something.
Or something, yes.
The best directions in the world, or something.
And then you take your...
Well, that's because there's dumb, and then there's Army dumb.
Yeah. And then there's Marines, which is why they only get crayons.
Look, if we tell them just to find a rock, they're not going to find a rock, and someone's going to go hungry. So we better put a disclaimer in there.
No,
Then
that's
you-
100%
Facts.
it. It's as someone who has been in command of troops before, I can tell you that I have known troops in the past that if you put on the directions, place against a rock, they would have starved to death trying to find a rock. Or if you said, use your Kevlar, they would have taken it off in the middle of a firefight and put it down because I got hungry, Sarge.
Yep. So you take your canteen, you pour some water in, and you always go beyond the do not overfill line, just as I have.
And then you need to huff the gas that comes out.
That's a bad idea.
Oh, I always do. But
I mean, I have definitely
here's
cooked
an
these
alternate
inside.
use. The other thing that you can do is you can take a water bottle, preferably like in the old days, the Gatorade bottles worked, but then the threads got a little too weak on them. But the thicker the threads in the water bottle, the better. You want to make sure it's a plastic one, not like metal or anything like that. So like a disposable Aquafina, something of that nature. And you take your MRE heater and you shove it down into the empty water bottle. And then you add the water to be about half to a quarter of the way full into said water bottle, and then shake it up really good and toss it in a dumpster or somewhere else, and then wait.
So this is why you've never actually used the heater before.
Also, Dooley,
You always found a better use for it.
I hate to tell you this, but if you're doing military training, there are these things called flashbangs and hand grenades that will
I
give you
understand
a
that.
way better show.
But here's another fun thing that you might not know. Back in the day, if you used Tabasco and you emptied the whole bottle of Tabasco into the water bottle on top of the MRE heater, I never did anything like that.
No, one doesn't. So I'm moving my camera to show that I'm using or something, aka a canteen, to lean mine up against while it heats.
No, mine's leaning up against the desk.
So I have a fake 155 casing here.
Those are cool.
I have a proper 155 that I use as a pen holder beside my monitor.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, wait, is this 155? Might be only be a 105. This is only 105.
Only.
Yeah, just
Back in the days when I used to party with the Redlegs, we were known to use these as cups.
yeah.
I mean, it works. It's a giant vessel. It'll be fine.
I mean, and then when you're done, it's all cleaned out and ready to be recycled and reloaded.
Yeah, not quite.
Oh, it's a progressive reloading press for 105 shells. you gotta hold on to the lever with two hands.
That would be no. Actually, I'm not even sure those can be reloaded. Because if you've ever looked,
there's a way.
Yeah, they probably can't because the wooden stick in the middle.
Well, and
it's
a seamed.
Oh yeah,
seamed case, and the stick in the middle is not wood. That's the priming rod.
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about the gun on the AC-130.
Yeah.
Well, while we wait for those to all heat up and shit, for the We Like Shooting Secret Santa / Krampus, I got my box in this morning at a very suspicious time of morning. I don't know if I've ever seen my postman run up to my steps at 7:40, drop a box, and run away faster. Which makes
Maybe
me think
they're more motivated.
I think he was supposed to deliver it yesterday.
Dusk is asking what in the chat. You pour the Tabasco sauce on the MRE heater with the water because as it heats up, it will make a gas, or the steam that comes off is slightly more irritating to the eye than standard steam, allegedly, in Minecraft.
In theory.
Anyway, so I was going to open this up live while we were waiting.
What's that saying in my name? War crime enthusiast?
Well, you know.
It's not a war crime if you do it to your buddies.
All right. Well, hopefully it's not a glitter bomb. Ripping sounds to commence.
I hope it is.
I do
myself
too,
for half a
actually.
second real quick.
So while he's muted, yeah.
Well, the box just blew out like Mike's mom's butthole.
That's not pleasant.
She's a nice lady, okay? Because this guy,
Drew, that is wrong. It's not waterboarding if you use diesel.
What a thing to be greeted by as soon as you open a box. A big black 3D printed phallus.
They knew their audience.
That they did.
Yes, they did. Oh, especially considering there's all these little hand-sized ones too. Look, it's so cute. I wonder if this one's life-size for whoever sent this.
Maybe life-size for the person they sent it to.
I don't know about that. I got more kids than you do.
That's fair.
Oh, perfect.
That's just because you can't pull out of a driveway.
Nighttime cold medicine. We know what we're drinking here soon.
Please don't drink the over-the-counter booze on the show.
Oh, yes, I will. Dare me to. Let's see. We got
God.
a chocolate $100 billion bar. I wish actually
I bet you won't.
In 1990 money, that's like $5. Oh, look, there's little 3D printed poops too. Somebody has a 3D printer out there in the world.
You got dicks.
Well,
I bet Nick got you.
No, this came from Amarillo, Texas.
I'm just here to read the chat. So what you post in the chat, I'm just going to do my best Ron Burgundy. And
oh, I got you now.
Just type whatever you put on as though it's a teleprompter.
Sorry, we're dicks. We just talk. We don't pay attention to who else is talking.
Black and Milds. There's a lot of crap in this box, actually, which is funny because this person messaged me on Elfster, the app that they use for the Secret Santa stuff.
Y'all need to chug that protein powder, says Vince Hall.
Says Vince, who's like, 130 pounds wet. Like, sir, we're going to send the protein powder to you. You need it.
And date grape juice. Yeah, I am Ron Burgundy.
Oh, look, they sent me some shooting glasses. I don't know if you know this, sir, but I am blind. I can't
ULR is king.
God damn it.
Ooh, stonkers. Armageddon on demand, satisfaction guaranteed.
Dooley, did you know what you were getting into tonight?
I mean, I had ideas.
Oh, okay. Well, then, if in that case, it's your fault.
I got a series of pretty sweet unit patch Air Force stickers.
You sure they're Air Force?
Yeah. Considering half of them say Air Force on them.
Ah, okay. Valid.
This is pre-Space Force. A condom? Sir, I don't use those. Oh my God, there's you guys can keep on talking. There's just
Dusky, yes. AR is almost as cool, but still just as good, but still better than AK. That doesn't make sense, except it makes a lot of sense because you are correct.
Florida man is currently drunk. Look, I got a Dick Butterfly knife. Ow.
I'm gonna laugh.
That you clearly don't know how to use.
Of course not. I was sheltered as a child.
When you hurt your hand, it's like, what happened? He cut it on a penis.
Hey, you know what? It was that
a plastic penis.
Still Austin straight bourbon whiskey. It's a little bottle. Let's try it.
I also have the Discord open for We Like Shooting. And I posted my Krampus video earlier in there. And the only comment of it is, am I the only one not surprised to see what appears to be an encyclopedia set behind me on the shelf? And yes, I do have a complete encyclopedia set.
I did as a kid, and I kind of wish I still do.
Oh, we got these from my in-laws. And it's like the 1986 Encyclopedia Britannica.
Dude, those were like, your teacher would give you an assignment. It's like, go research this shit. And they expect you to like go to a library and spend 8 hours finding books. But then you just go home to your encyclopedia set and you can find everything. It's like teachers that expect you to go to an encyclopedia set, but you has internet.
So
today.
Were you a World Book or a Britannica kid?
I think I was a World Book kid. It's been a while, but
so like in my household growing up, we had the World Book encyclopedias. So my wife apparently, like I knew my wife's, dad was pilot, crop duster, planes and all that. They had money because they have the Britannica.
There's like 50 3D printed dicks falling out of this box on my floor right now.
So you're saying your box has dicks falling out of it?
Pretty much. I have real war crime stickers, IWI.
I has IWI gun. So
no. That would make you anti-Semitic. That'd make you just whatever. I don't know what to tell you anymore. Look, a second pair of shooting glasses.
It would make me an American.
I can't wear these. Oh, I was going to try the whiskey before somebody was banging on my door over there. The lid won't come off. What kind of whiskey is this that you can't open?
IWI gun, make me American, because I can have whatever the fuck I want, except for the fact
I used
the
to
GCA and the NFA.
Wait,
still
let me see the front of that. Oh, it's not the good Tavor.
Oh no! I added this handguard.
No, I was really hoping it was an X95 with the proper mag release.
Oh no! Actually, this is the proper mag release for a bullpup. Sorry.
No, that is the inferior Tavor. The X95 is better.
Negative. Have you used? I'm not talking to Dooley here. Have you used the X95 magazine release? Because it doesn't go in and out. It goes I
mean, I know that's the sound you make when I go in and out, yes, but I don't like pulling the mag from back here. I want upfront action with that.
I have no problem with pulling the mag from the back. My problem is every now and then I look at the Kel-Tec RDB and I'm like, you know what? This sounds really great in principle again, and it's a cheap bullpup, and like I've shot them before and they're reliable and I've been around them and I know a couple of guys who have them. And then I grab one and I fire one round and the mag falls out. And I go, oh yeah, that's right. There's only one Kel-Tec product I can shoot that isn't a shotgun. And it's a P3AT that my finger barely fits in the trigger guard for.
I have a P3AT. I like it better than my PF9. I fucking hate the PF9.
Yeah, they're garbage.
So I also have a full pack of Smith & Wesson branded, I guess there's 4 of them in a full pack, bullseye throwing cards. These are going to be dangerous to my health.
Dusky said, this is getting gay. Bro, it's always been gay. Where you been?
Say, if it's too gay for you, Dusky, you can leave at any time. The fact that you're staying tells me something.
I mean, we do have a naval specialist here, so. But that's just our code word for Sam.
Look, there's a little box that's, again, 3D printed. This guy must have 3D that this is just for you, and it's sealed with tape. This might be spring-loaded and explosive, so we're going to point it that way. Okay, nothing blew up.
Das ist good. So while
it is spring-loaded, it's a little middle finger that pops up.
That's awesome.
That might be the best thing in the box so far.
So while you're actually finding all of the other things,
I'll finish telling you about the space gun, or not the space gun, the RDB. My hand is of a size that the mag release and my thumb, when I fire, makes contact and it will fall out because my hand just gripping the pistol grip will push into the mag release. And I have found to have the S95 the SAR version of the Tavor to have the same issue. Granted,
we know my hands are much smaller than yours. I have not had that issue. I have had, so I used to wear a paracord bracelet, like, every fucking body would wear. That bracelet would get in the way, and I can't do double, like coupled mags or a drum on a bullpup because, again, gets in the way of forearm. But I've never had the issue of the mag itself ejecting with that trigger style mag release on the Tavor. I actually really like it. It's also not the best at just dropping a mag on its own. So just gripping the mag, pulling the release, and yanking it out is extremely reliable in terms of getting a magazine out of the way for a new magazine for me.
Yeah, it's not that their Tavors aren't as bad, but manual of arms and my giant phalanges, it doesn't stop me on the X95. So
no, that's fair. The X95, I like the fact that you can get that as an SBR, whereas they don't sell an SBR version that I know of the standard Tavor SAR.
Yeah,
but
no.
Okay, somewhere out of this box, I just pulled a Texas flag too, and I don't know where I set it down.
Is it on your head?
I don't think so.
It's in his lap.
There is a giant black dog dick in here. Which
how do you know what a dog dick looks like?
Wait,
have you never owned a male dog?
Red Rocket.
Yeah, Red Rocket. Wrong color. And there's one of those tactical stockings in here, which is full of PSA lanyards, PSA stickers, other patches from other companies, Live Free Armory patches, Lone Star projection necklace. So it's just basically a Texas Mardi Gras necklace. That's going to come in handy later. Oh God, there's stuff falling out of here too. More patches. More. There must be 100 little 3D printed penises in here. A giant cock.
I believe it's peni.
Jeez. So anyway,
don't be a chicken hot sauce, which he sharpied you. I can't tell if it's an O or an I. You like cock on it. Okay, sir. Based on the number of dicks you handled while packing this box, it makes me question.
Don't ask questions. Right? It's better that way.
It might be better that way. Bunch of coast. I'm gonna have to actually go back through all this because there's so much random crap in here. There's a butt plug. I think he took it personally because there's another butt plug because he asked me to fill out a wish list on the Elfster thing, and I told him that wish lists were retarded.
You wanted butt plugs and all kinds of different animal shaped dildos. That's what you wanted. Yeah, that's what you got. Congratulations.
If you let me finish my sentence, I called him a homo and said that wish lists were gay and to use his imagination. So clearly he did, which is good. This is what I wanted. Imagination is good.
Task failed successfully.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, Dooley, you do anything this week to, you go shooting, you do anything to further the interests of the party or, in your case, to further the interests of capitalism?
Did you do anything fun with guns this week, Dooley?
Oh, I went out and shot a little bit with my my EDC. I was woefully disappointed in something that I have that happened because I found out that to get my CMMG 22 conversion to run with my Atrius Super Selector, I need to print a trip lever, and I no longer has 3D printer, so I need to get one of those.
If you did, you could 3D print a giant penis octopus.
Penipus.
That are those some of the longest pubes I've ever seen.
Dread pubes.
Jamaican.
Good point. Now I have to clear off space because I think my pizza's hot by now. We should probably eat that. Oh, yeah. This might mean something to somebody. W69 dismantlement, SRAM, or SRAM rather. Mean anything to anybody? We'll talk about that later.
Mm.
I don't know.
Dusky, it's octopi, not octopenis.
I'm not sure if you triggered his missiletism or not. We got the wrong guy on for that.
It might from Mike. No, it wouldn't be an airplane. I don't think Mike cares about missiles because they don't have wings.
Well, he used to touch them a lot, so.
Well, they might be his favorite shape. There's also some little toy cranes. You pulled them together in here too.
Was that WS6?
W69.
Nice.
Oh, I know what they are. Those have not been in for a while.
So you're saying that this was an old guy,
which is why the patch says dismantlement.
Yeah. The weapon was retired between 91 and 94.
God damn it. It's been out of service as long as I've been alive almost.
Dismantlement of the CSA at the Y-12 National Security Complex began in 2012 and was completed in 2016.
Yeah. That's a shame. The only way missiles should be dismantled is by using them. That coming from me.
Yes, and
look, the ocean's a giant target. There's fish in there we don't like. Sharks. We don't like sharks.
Let me tell you about the time they let an E-4 call for an airstrike.
I was thinking more along the lines of, and I can't remember what it's called now, so I apologize, but there is a type of missile. So back early Cold War, when we were doing this whole anti-missile defense thing.
Sorry, one more thing. I forgot. He said, I just found it. He sent me a Glock. It's just for ants.
It's perfection.
Yeah, perfection. It finally fits my hand.
It looks like the third gen of perfection to me.
No, it's not a Gen 3. It doesn't have finger grooves. This would be a Gen... It's a Gen 5. It even says it on there. Little Gen 5. Oh, it's so good.
Anyway, I won't tell that whole story. Let's just say there are missiles that we don't want to use and we would rather dismantle.
Oh, are you talking about the nuclear air-to-air ones that we were going to use to take out the Russian bomber fleets?
The ones that they pulled all of the nuclear explosive material out of, but they actually built them out of nuclear, like the frame of the missile is nuclear material to add extra nuclear explosives that still exist in museums, and they have to have a giant fucking fence around them because if you get too close, you can get radiation poisoning from the missile with no explosives in it.
I see nothing wrong with this.
The Snark was one variant.
See, I was more talking about when, like, we played Yeetus Deletus out of the back of a cargo plane.
Oh, yeah.
And started changing topographical features with one piece of ordnance.
I've also seen a picture that they yeeted a Minuteman III out of the back of a C-130 and then ignited it and launched it in midair for a test. No nuclear warhead. It was an inert warhead, but we still did that shit just to see if we could throw the missile out of the back of a fucking cargo plane and make it go where we wanted it to go.
And we
my favorite era of nuclear warfare is that little space of time before intercontinental ballistic missiles.
When we used them in the 40s.
That part too, but also that little space of time before ballistic missiles where you had to do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah.
What, the Davy Crockett?
Davy Crockett, bombers, the old-fashioned
Atomic Annie.
Not the whole, I'm just going to shoot a missile at you. Like, where's the fun in that?
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, it is kind of fun to go with a cargo plane. Like, oh, it's going to be a MOAB. Nope. It's a fucking ICBM out of the back of a cargo plane. And by the way, yes, it goes where it's supposed to go, even in that case, because
it knows where it's at because it knows where it's not.
It knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. Thank you for stealing my thunder, you fucking cockhole.
You're welcome. Do you want to see one up close? It's right there.
Like, I care way more about the SATMs, though.
Sadams. I've heard this.
My pizza's warm, so I'm going to start eating.
Sadams were the special atomic delivery.
Yes, Sam, please eat so that we can talk and you won't be.
Oh, you don't think I can talk and eat at the same time?
The suitcase nukes that like dudes would just jump out of planes with.
Yeah, they look
like
a barrel on an Alice pack frame.
If flagged is inappropriate.
That's this whole show, Dusky.
Yeah, use it before it expires. Change geographical features of one warhead. So, fun fact: I've hauled a Moab, but
nice.
You know, my second favorite suitcase nuke though is the one they showed in Congress that was supposed to be Russian. Where if you look at the picture too closely, you realize it's just a bunch of black gas pipe that somebody spray painted silver, and there's an unconnected random light switch in the box. The light switch is not wired to anything. It's just a switch.
To be fair, I don't know that I would want anybody to bring a functional suitcase nuke. Take that.
Hey, wait.
I'm going to stop talking.
As you were.
It's more that the mock-up they brought was just so ridiculously like, okay, that's a bunch of the shit from Home Depot.
So you're going to talk about that. My favorite weapon to ever be displayed in front of Congress is, what was it, the heart attack pistol? The heart attack gun?
Oh, yeah. I saw that footage.
Like, is a fucked up 1911. Like, I will find...
Wasn't it like the CIA director that brought that in front of Congress too?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
All right, right here.
I'm pulling it up. Oh, we're both pulling up the same thing at the same time then.
I have it. I will share it now.
We'll go with yours as opposed to mine.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that sweet, like old scout scope.
Just a fucking 3x on top of a weird 1911. It's a heart attack gun. Uh-huh.
Oh, that is.
If it works.
That is different because that's something else. But
well, you want to know what the real heart attack gun is?
Wasn't it like pufferfish venom or something?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, I kind of think the whole Russian thing of stabbing somebody with a little pellet of cesium-137 out of an umbrella would probably work a little better, but
anti-shark knife.
That works too.
Yep.
But then they tend to explode publicly, and you're trying to get away. Also,
I was talking about sharks. What were you talking about?
Speaking of war crimes, look at this pathetic brown excuse for a slice of pizza.
You know,
it's flat, it's brown. It does not smell normal.
I'm about to be the when I was your age old man here. But like I do remember eating MREs and stuff like that. Like sustaining myself off them for exceedingly long periods of time to where we got what was called sunshine meals. And we were so damned excited to get those.
Mm-hmm.
They were a little like styrofoam tray that had like a deal of Forever milk, a thing of Vienna sausage, some crackers, and like some other like randomly. It's like, this is so amazingly good because it's not an MRE.
Yeah, it's
so
actually,
basically
food.
Your box lunch from the chow hall that just has food that's different in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and it was all stuff that couldn't spoil.
Yeah. Mm. So this MRE pizza is actually did I throw the packet? Yeah, it's Bridgeford.
Hopefully you pulled the desiccant pack off of it before you started eating it or heating it.
I hope he had that.
Cut it open and you sprinkle it on the top. It's like Parmesan cheese, dude.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, I've eaten this Bridgeford pizza in the past, actually, and I will admit, if you've been hiking around all fucking day, it doesn't taste as bad at the end of the day.
Welcome.
If you're sitting in your basement, it tastes like shit.
God damn it. This is the fucking military. It's better because you're hungry.
Hunger is the best seasoning.
It really
Hunger
is.
and exhaustion.
So one of the best things I've ever eaten was a gas station burrito. Or was it a burrito? No, it was a gas station little barbecue sandwich. That was it. In freaking Washington, D.C., having been on a plane for, I can't remember, all fucking day, and then getting off and walking forever and being stuck in crowds, and group leader finally saying, hey, we're going to go get some food. Y'all want, so I volunteer. It gets me out of this room. Go over there. And it's like, oh, this is the best thing. It was a young adult group thing. Actually, I wasn't even a young adult. I was fucking 17.
Tell me about the cult.
Okay, we'll get to that part later. Anyway, the point being, oh yeah, and I've always wondered if I go back there, I bet you they taste like shit. But at the time, it was delicious.
I can say one of the best burritos I have ever had came from a gas station.
All
I had
subs?
What?
Is it all subs?
No.
Oh, you got me excited because all subs burritos, they're beef and bean. They're delicious.
Bro, gas stations are the best for burritos and barbecue.
No, this was a Speedway gas station in Douglas, Arizona. That the like back of the gas station was touching the border fence.
So they just hand the burritos in through the bathroom window.
Like, no, it's not quite that bad, but it's like, hey, so like whip in there, and like they did fried burritos, but they weren't like the
fried burrito.
Like,
you're speaking to the Southerner in me.
What's that?
I said fried burrito. You're speaking to the Southerner in me.
Oh, and they were just little baby ones. Like, most of the guys would be like, oh man, like you could eat 3 or 4 of them, but they do like green chili and beef burritos or green chili, like you could pick 2 or 3 of them, and they were dirt cheap.
Mm-hmm.
They were about the size of like a tamale. And
oh yeah.
And they sold the tamales there were just like my favorite machine guns, unregistered, out of the back of a 1970 sedan. And
with the sign on the side of the road. Tamales.
But they were those like repeatable. Went down there like, hey, gonna swing down. I'd stop in and buy lunch for my guys and run out and just start tossing burritos at them. And they would get so excited and happy to get those burritos.
When like, you know.
That sounds a lot like I don't know. Have you ever had all sups?
No.
Okay. The ones he's describing sound basically just about the same as all sups. Little fried burrito about yay big. You feel like you could eat 4 of them. If you do eat 4 of them, you better be inside of like radius of a bathroom within an hour, because that shit's coming right back out.
An hour?
But it's worth it. Oh yeah, I on the drive back up from Texas, I ate some in Dumas.
No, sorry, you misunderstand. You misunderstand. I feel like an hour is a very long period of generous window.
Depends on how experienced you are with holding it in.
Well, but going through this, like this was one where like I literally saw like, you know, somebody's abuela sitting behind the counter making them and frying them.
That's even better then.
Well, I don't know if it's to the correct temperature, but I'm going to pull my
there's no
shredded barbecue. I mean, correct temperature is raw. It's just nice to have a little heat if you can.
I know Sam will appreciate this.
Is there a ProMag?
No.
You lost me at ProMag.
ProMag.
That's KCI.
No.
Okay.
This is product of Poland.
Oh, that's one of the FB Random ones. Reinforced feed lips are all plastic. What about the lugs? I care about the lugs more than the feed lips.
Reinforced.
All right, then you're good.
Yeah.
See, Poland is best land.
Yes, Malasuka.
Is best former / currently Slavic land. I'll agree with that.
Don't you say former. I'll fight you.
I said /current. Shut the fuck up.
You're a Southerner. You don't understand the ethnic hatred between Slavs.
Roll Tide.
Alabama.
Yep. So
that's my favorite gift to use on him. Alabama.
Anyways, I also got my Krampus today.
I saw that. Oh, what's the manufacturer on that one? Was it Ido Gear or someone else?
I just threw the tags away from it.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Will that fit you? I mean, it's a micro chest rig. On someone your size, it's like, covers about that much, you might be able to get 3 mags in it.
It's a 3-sided cleavage bikini is what it is.
Otagoo. VOTAGOO.
At the same time, I think they're all made in the same place. They're all
100%.
They're not. I mean, my experience with a lot of that random crap out of China is that it's actually not all that bad. Some of it can be, but a lot of it these days is like, yeah, that's passable. Especially considering people go out and buy the Gucciest shit, but they only they only wear it to the range twice a year. It's like, you had to save a lot of money there, buddy.
And this has what I'm loading in this now to show you how many mags is the worst ammunition on the sun.
Oh, is it it's a werewolf ammo from Russia, right?
No, this is Tula.
Yeah, werewolf ammo, because it's the zinc coated. Yeah, silver bullets.
And these are hollow points.
Oh, Jesus.
Fun thing about Russian hollow points, they don't actually expand. They just jam your gun. Same with the soft points.
Oh, these will not work in metal mags.
You were telling me that. I've personally not had that issue, but I have not had any of the zinc plated Tula. All the Tula I've shot was before the zinc plated stuff. And then I switched over to Barnaul. So I don't know. I just know I miss it. I miss cheap Russian ammo prices.
For real. Sam, have you started trying your MRE yet? And if so, what's the micro review? Oh, well, was it
dense, defeating, demoralizing? Just again, I guess I still have 1 bite. Oh, that looks the human shape. That's human sized on you. And for a micro chest rig, getting 4 in there is not bad.
And it's got 2
pistol mag pouches. Well, 1 multi-tool, 1 pistol mag.
Yep.
Yes.
Multi-tool and flashlight go in admin pouch or in pocket. There's no such thing as too much ammo in a firefight.
That is correct.
If you brought more than you can carry, you should have brought a truck.
If I brought more ammo than I can carry.
Good point.
So
we have other problems.
How much ammo can you carry, Dooley?
God damn it.
I haven't actually tested that recently, but I know that I have rucked with a full crate of saw ammo. So is that 3,200 rounds?
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So I would like to briefly touch on, I don't have anything super exciting, but I do have some contributions to the party for the week.
I thought you were about to say contraband. I got really excited.
I am contraband.
You kind of are, considering I'm still not sure what your name is. I thought I knew what his name was, and then I went to his house one time. I still don't know what his fucking name is.
You think that was my house?
Well, that's true. You did tell me the elliptical was going to fit down the steps, and then we moved it down the steps. You're like, oh, maybe this won't fit after all. If it was your house, you would have known that.
Indeed. No, I have a couple. So I went to the range today for the first time in quite a while. I finally got my truck back in working order to where I could go to the range. Right, dude. Last time I went was night vision night, and I couldn't even drive myself. Senor Dooley had to let me ride shotgun. But
I
did.
chauffeured as I would for like as is required.
I mean, that's what a bro does for a bro.
It's the NCO thing to do.
I mean, sure, we'll go with that. I had some work to do. I needed to move the red dot on my AR because magnifiers and things. So I put the AR or the red dot back further on the AR to mount up flush with the magnifier, which meant I needed to re-zero it. And then I've had the flux for EVs, but I had never taken it out and shot it. And so I needed to zero the dot. I zeroed it with FMJ at 25. And then I proceeded to refine the zero with carry ammo because I do want this to be a man purse gun. So I zeroed it with carry ammo at 25. And then I did some testing and a little bit of B-roll video with it. Got a lot of double feeds, way more than I was expecting, which I don't love, but we'll see if that's just a break-in period. But
how many rounds do you have on the pistol?
I'm sorry?
How many rounds did you have on the handgun before?
So I don't know because I bought it used as a 320, like a Glock 19 sized compact 320.
Yep.
And then I took I took it out once in its standard form, shot it just to see how it would work in its standard form. And then I bought the flux and the slide and the barrel and all of that. So today was the first day for everything except for the fire control unit in terms of live fire.
That makes a lot more sense then.
Yeah. So I've got a little over 100 rounds. I did 100 rounds of FMJ today. And then I did probably somewhere between 20 and 30 rounds of full power defensive ammo just for zeroing. So we'll see if it breaks in and doesn't keep giving me stovepipes, which would be awesome. But I had fun, went out and shot and filmed for the first time in a while. And then I also today, I had ordered this a few days ago, but I got in a little drone. But this little guy isn't like your normal drone.
We're going to strap a freaking mortar shell to that. It's going to be fantastic.
Dude, I don't know that this thing could lift a loaded Glock 17.
Okay, we're going to strap a shotgun shell to that. It's going to be fantastic.
Anyway,
especially since it follows you around. That's going to encourage you to run faster.
Fuck you.
That's a great training.
Below 250 grams.
Yeah, I don't know. So this is actually, it's the hover.
Yeah, it's below 250 grams. Especially if you take the shrouds off.
Yeah, and so actually I don't think you can take the shrouds off because it looks like the propellers are actually mounted in through the shrouds, but
you don't want to because those are protecting your propeller blades.
Yeah, and so we'll get into this, but they actually sent a sample of the material they printed or manufactured these shrouds out of for you to fuck with and like try to break, and they're extremely durable, which means it protects your props really well. I haven't flown it or played with it yet, but I'm really excited because this isn't meant to be like flown by a pilot like most of your other standard camera drones. This is meant to use AI, which is going to kill us all one day. But
in the meantime,
this is supposed to just follow you. And I've seen some reviews and it does really well in the reviews that I've watched of just like following you along and following a preset program that you give it. And you don't have to think about it. You can go do like a move and shoot drill. You can have it do like a terrain area, scenery type view for YouTube videos and stuff. And so that's kind of what I'm looking forward to most, is just having a drone that can basically be a second cameraman for me, or a cameraman for me while I'm out on the range by myself. so I don't have to just stand still the entire time I'm doing.
Dusky in the Rumble chat asked, who makes that drone?
So, stand by one.
Pure Chinesium.
I have the best idea ever. So Sean Heron, we like shooting, likes to copy what other people do.
Oh, he
Will
absolutely
over
will buy
here
one
is
of
one
these.
of the people he likes to copy. So if we show
I'm the reason he has a flux.
you are, which is funny because he told me my flux was gay.
It's just because you got a hold of it.
Something like that. Let me finish my thought real quick before I lose it. So we show him that drone.
There
We
goes
give it 6 months, and next thing we know, he's going to be surrounded by a swarm of those fucking things when he's at the range.
Probably.
He's going to have 6 drones orbiting him at the range.
So this is the
X1 Pro Max.
Yeah. They have a X1 and an X1 Pro. The Pro Max, as far as I can tell, it just gives you a bit longer of a battery life, and it gives you 8K. So you can record up to 8K with this tiny ass little camera. Now, I have no desire to record or store or edit or process 8K footage, but you do have the option if you want it, from what I understand. Again, I haven't actually used it yet.
I like that. I was looking into those too, but my dumb ass had to buy a new, basically a new GoPro because mine vanished into the ether.
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, I think action cams, like, I mean, you and I both have Insta360s. We just have different models. I think action cams are probably more useful for what you and I do, like going out on the range and doing stuff. But something like this, that's this small, that can
fit in the
fold
cargo
out,
pocket.
yeah, and still be super small and fly and film you while you're doing stuff. I think this is like the next step up. If you have an action cam, and again, I have not used this one, but this idea is probably the next step up in terms of filming and reviews and production and stuff.
You know, I just realized that thing looks like a Wii remote with props.
It really does, because the battery, I mean, here's the fucking battery.
Yeah, it looks like a
Just
Wii remote. It needs a wrist strap.
Looks a lot like that.
I don't want it to have a wrist strap because I want it to be able to fly away.
Oh, that's your flashlight.
Oh yeah. No, the
the
battery is pretty much the same size as that, Dooley, actually.
Yeah.
So
that was
everyone else calls a hand grenade.
Well, because it's Olight and they are hand grenades.
So if you put one of those in the water bottle with the MRE heater and the Tabasco sauce,
now you got it.
Now it's a flashbang and an irritant.
Speaking of flashbangs,
well, hang on. I can say that the apple, strawberry, and carrot fruit. I can't talk tonight. Fruit puree tastes like this is baby food. This is nasty.
Quite.
I'm gonna eat it anyway, but yeah, it's not good.
So in the news, there's something fairly interesting that has happened on this timeline that we live in. Apparently, we're bringing battleships back.
Oh, I saw that.
So did I.
On the one hand, I love the idea because I like the concept of a giant ass boat that is nothing but guns that can float. But on the other hand, I'm like, does it have to be that in your face?
Oh, there's already a Wikipedia page for it. This is amazing.
Well, I mean, that's no surprise.
USS Defiant.
Not the one from Deep Space Nine.
Thank you. You beat me to it.
BBG-1. It's like I'm the
BBG-1.
BBG
big battleship. Well, that'd be
big
beautiful
big boat gun.
big boat gun.
So when they went through, they said this is going to happen. The planned armament It will have, as part of it, they will have surface-launched cruise missile nuclear capability, 12-cell conventional prompt strike of hypersonic missiles, 128-cell of Mark 41 vertical launching system, Tomahawks,
God.
second battery to consist of a 32 megajoule railgun, 2 5-inch guns, a pair of 300 kilowatt lasers. A defensive battery is planned for 2 RAM launchers, 4 30 millimeter guns. I wonder if that's a typo and it's supposed to be 20, so that it's the
No. They're gonna take A-10 guns and just put them on a boat.
4 Odin lasers and 2 anti-drone systems. Ships are also planned to have an enclosed hangar for VTOL aircraft, such as the V-22 Osprey.
So it'll crash as soon as it comes out of the hangar. Got it.
So this is basically, hopefully, if they ever actually build one, a bigger, more competent version of the Slava class, the Russian missile cruisers.
You shut your dirty whore mouth.
I mean,
this is the America that I wish we had my entire life.
Look, the guided missile cruiser wasn't a bad idea. It's just when you happen to be Russia and you don't have any maintenance standards, your boats tend to be sunk a little.
Or standards in general, then you make inferior weapons.
Also, this is way better econoplans than we have. They just can't fly. Sorry, I had to bring that back from episode 1.
No, what you see is we just need to put bigger engines on it, and it can be a ground effect battleship.
This is the next step towards the Avengers flying battleship. That's what this is.
The helicarrier.
That, yes.
Which I still think that idea was stolen from Sky Captain.
I mean, probably.
It's Disney.
Sky Captain, the World of Tomorrow. Underrated film. Even though it was Jude Law and Angelina Jolie wearing an eye patch.
We all know why she was wearing the eye patch. We just won't say it.
Because it made her look cool.
Yes, that's why.
Am I the only one here who's seen that movie?
You might be.
That is true, yes.
Sky Captain is a alternate history, like film noir. So it has a bunch of the soft kind of sepia tones. But it goes through and it's like that alternate history, it's this timeline where prop planes are super common and we didn't really go through everything else, and the average person has a plane like that whole late 40s 50s time frame.
Kind of like, I mean, not as modernized obviously, but kind of like forgive me, I can't remember, the Indiana Jones where he's on a blimp.
Similar, but they had helicarriers that were just giant, they would launch planes and stuff off. But they were doing it with prop planes in this, and it was all sorts of crazy. But it was steampunky and cool because it's it's Hindenburg 3 comes and does all this, and it's a lot of the same thing, but they use Curtis P-40s throughout the whole thing. And
this reminds me vaguely of a original Xbox game that I played the crap ton of as a kid. Crimson Skies.
Yeah,
I Road to Revenge, baby. Oh, I played that game so many fucking times.
The movie came out in 2004.
Wow, it's been that long?
Yeah. So this is a movie that is it hit in kind of a sweet spot for me because I remember seeing trailers for it. And at the time we were playing Crimson Skies.
Yep.
On split screen.
Yep.
On a 13-inch TV in Iraq.
See, you were in Iraq doing it. I was just in my bedroom. I was 11 at the time.
And then I remember like seeing it and it was like, oh, hey, all right. Yeah. Like, this is a little bit all right. And,
So
no, then there was, Gwyneth Paltrow was the love interest.
I mean, that makes sense. She's very typecast in that role.
Yeah. Oh, she was a reporter who like was nosy and knew everything and
film noir,
everything up.
You got to have that trope.
Yeah. So you were talking about OG Xbox games and old school stuff. Dooley, you were probably already, you were probably already an adult when this happened. Do you remember, and did you ever play the original, like sponsored by the U.S. Army?
America's
Army. Yeah. It was like actual Army uniforms, actual Army weapons. You would go on missions and do things in much more of a realistic Army way. Did you ever play that?
Once at a recruiting event, because it came out after I was in. And like I was helping out, like, hey, doing some like split time stuff, and they had it there, so I just was standing in a booth like at a county fair.
Okay.
And, like nobody's about to talk to me, so I'm like
I was in high school when that game came out, and I was already planning on joining the military at the time. So I bought it and I was playing it, and I actually ended up beating it and playing it all the way through one time. And I thought it was cool that it had a different mechanic than most other games, where like Halo or Call of Duty or whatever, like you're supposed to be the one man hero. You're supposed to just go wreck shit yourself. Whereas that game seemed a little bit more like, oh no, you have to work with your squad. You have to accomplish an objective. And it's not just you doing everything on your own. I thought that was interesting.
Dusky says, is that the one where you only gave commands and did not play the characters directly?
No. So you actually got to go play. It's not like one of those top down, like it's you control a squad. Yeah, it's not like that. But you're actually like out there playing, and you could be just like the dumbass private that knows fucking nothing, and the game is telling you as the commander what to go do. Or maybe you have like a little bit more involvement. It's like here's an M16, here's an M4, here's an M4 with an M203, and now you're the grenadier, so your role is to do these things. It was much more nuanced than just pick whatever the fuck up you can find on the ground and go wreck shit.
So Dusk, I think you're thinking of, there was a Halo, like Halo Council Wars or something like that.
Oh yeah. That one was out. I forget that one.
Yeah,
it was like a 2D kind of game.
But it was after like Halo 2 or 3 came out, where you're more.
It was an RTS.
What?
It was a real-time strategy game. Yeah. But again, that's like, I mean, good grief. Red Alert 2.
I hated that game.
I played Red Alert 2 till the damn disc almost burned itself to death.
Halo Wars.
I have Red Alert 2. I have Command and Conquer Red Alert 2 on my computer right now because I bought a copy.
And Tiberian Sun.
That's the one I have. Like Command and Conquer Red Alert 2 with the Tiberian Sun expansion pack.
I got that crap on. Yeah. My brother and I played my brother and I played Red Alert 2. We didn't do Tiberian Sun at first because the graphics were worse. We were like, this one's not as fun. I played that one later. Like, these are my favorite games ever. As for America's Army Online or whatever, I remember that being out when I was doing online school. So probably about middle school age, but because we lived in the middle of fucking nowhere, I couldn't download it. And I tried to download it so many times.
There was Command and Conquer Generals 0 Hour.
Yep, that's
Master of Command and Global Conflicts.
I mean, there's all kinds of them out there. I mean,
I was
our current like GWAT RTS games.
I was well into my college days before I got into that style of game, and I never really liked it. So I didn't actually get into it. I wasn't exposed to it until my college days.
The funny part is that damn beret you're wearing is a Red Alert 2 prop. That should be on some chick who's got some tight leather uniform doing the live action.
Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. I played in college when it was new, and we did LAN parties and would play it in the dorms. And that was why I liked playing that game, was because I was yelling at the guy across the hall.
Yeah. So you are a little older than me, but I did LAN parties. So I was a Boy Scout, and me and a bunch of the other Boy Scouts, we get together at one dude's house. We would go, he had a ranch basically and an old derelict barn. And so we would play like assault and defend.
Full spectrum warrior he was thinking of.
Yes, I am full spectrum, but I don't know how that's relevant. We would just play like assault and defend with the barn or whatever with paintball. And we would just play paintball all day long. And then when the night came, we would either build a giant ass bonfire and throw fireworks into the bonfire and play what we called run games, or we would go inside and drink our fill of Mountain Dew and eat pizza until like 4 a.m. and have a 16 port router LAN party playing the original Halo on the original Xbox with our giant like 17-inch tube TVs that weighed 50 pounds. And we would scream at each other from one room to the next.
Yeah, I still remember split screen on a 13-inch TV. Cuddling with my buddy, like all four of us sitting on a cot, playing Halo, and then Crimson Skies. And I always picked the same plane in Crimson Skies.
Was it the big ass bomber with the 4 fucking cannons?
No, it wasn't.
The tail gunner?
No, it was not.
Oh, that's what I always flew around with that game.
Like everyone got pissed at me because of the game or the plane I took. Let me see if I'll have to Google here and find it.
Well, speaking of freaking original Xbox games,
I want to say it was actually like a coyote.
Oh, was that the little? Yeah, I remember that one too.
It was like a little Delta wing.
Yeah, but the original Ghost Recon, not the travesty that Ghost Recon has become, but like the original one. Y'all ever play that one?
The OG?
Yeah, like 2001 Ghost Recon.
Yeah.
Played the crap out of that one too. Died a lot.
That a little bit.
Because I just wanted to run forward and shoot everything, and it turns out you die really fast in that game.
Yep, that happens in Halo a lot too, I've discovered. 334 Dodge says, I remember my brother kicking my tail in Halo and Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, dude, that was such a fun game.
Yep. And then I downloaded the new one they came out with a few years ago, and it's like, this is fucking shit compared to that.
Yeah.
Like, no.
The old school where it was like not that far away from Mario graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
8-bit. This has been Video Game Nostalgia with the AK-47 radio podcast.
With a little bit of probably cancerous food and some gun talk.
Has anybody but me ever actually eaten anything tonight?
Bro, I'm eating my MRE right now.
Tell us about it. We need to know.
So
no.
Okay, never mind. The dually has spoken.
No, go ahead. That's fine. You keep talking.
No, I've got my beef shredded in barbecue sauce. Basically just barbecue beef.
I like how the military, even on a ration, can't give it just a normal name. They have to mix all the letters around like there's just mass dyslexia.
Yeah, you've got to start from the most. specific and go back to the most generic. Anyway, I will say that as far as an MRE goes, this is probably made the way that it should be in terms of barbecue sauce or barbecue. It was shredded beef pork would have probably been better, but okay, fine. We're not going to be picky. It's a fucking MRE. But very much barbecue flavored. It wasn't like we took a bunch of meat and put it on a grill and then we pulled it off and we called that barbecue because it was on the grill. No. You don't understand, motherfuckers. Just because you put it on a grill does not make it barbecue. If you cook something on a grill, you are grilling out. If you cook something in barbecue sauce on a grill, that is barbecue. If there is no barbecue sauce involved, it is not barbecue.
Is it tender?
It is tender. It's actually kind of mushy. Like it's got the stringy in it that you would expect from shredded meat.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very tender.
It's just been left in the crock pot just a little too long. I say crock pot just because, you do a pot roast for too long and then it's like kind of.
Yeah, that gives people the idea. It does kind of have that consistency, but at the same time, you can still get strings of meat stuck in between your teeth with this.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Your teeth?
Teethies?
My teeths. All four of them.
Oh, okay. Now, BBQ is when you smoke meat. BBQing is not grilling.
No. We just discussed this. If there is no barbecue sauce involved in the cooking of the meat, it is not barbecue. Smoking is not barbecue. It is smoking.
Nay.
Yeah, nay.
Now,
and that's why I brought this up, because I knew it would turn into a discussion.
Depends, because there are, well, technically there's more than 3, but there's really 3 different styles of barbecue in the country. As the resident fat kid, I will tell you what they are. There is Carolina style, which is pork that is generally pulled pork with a white vinegar sauce. And then there is...
Notice it had to be white.
Yes. Then there is KCBS, which is what most people know for like ribs and brisket and all that. Things are smoked, sauced, has a different, has a bunch of different things with it. And then you have Texas barbecue, which is generally brisket or other things, and is a lot drier.
I like Texas.
Inferior style of barbecue. But then we have much like communism, false prophets, just like Karl Marx, which is barbecue sandwiches of the northern Midwest with things like manwich, which are sloppy joes, which is ground beef in ketchup.
If you need to put your barbecue on bread, then it's not worthy of being called barbecue.
Well, and like Carolina barbecue sometimes will be. And I've had a barbecue sandwich, not because it needs.
And that's the thing, is it doesn't need it. It's good though that way, but it would also be good if it had never touched bread in the first place.
You could eat it with a spoon, is what you're saying. And be perfectly content.
Now, again, I'm going to be the obstinate Southerner here. If it didn't get cooked in barbecue sauce from the time it was raw meat, it ain't barbecue.
Incorrect.
It can be grilled. It can be smoked. That's fine. And you can add barbecue sauce later to it. That's fine. But it don't earn the title of barbecue.
All right. Alabama.
Roll Tide. Y'all bringing the accent out now.
You keep doing that, and I'm going to start rolling out and breaking out the Army accent, and then you won't know where I'm from. Because I know it's already kind of thick in me, so.
That's what she said.
The only thing thick in me.
Oh.
Yes, indeedy.
What have I done?
But since the entire state of Texas disagrees with the redneck.
I don't give a shit. Hey,
I'm just trying to figure out which one they're calling the redneck.
The Texans out there, do you consider yourself part of the South? Drop it in the chat. do you consider yourself Southern or do you consider yourself Texas? Because personally, as a Southerner from Alabama, you ain't the South. You're Texas. It's a whole different thing. It's not an insult. You just ain't one of us. Y'all are something different.
That's okay. People from the South don't know what to call us either.
I do. Yankee.
There weren't no Mason-Dixon line when I was here or when they brought us in.
If you ain't in the South, use a Yankee.
Well, because we are in the South.
To be fair, Texas is also
see, I am in
not a Yankee, but
see, I'm in the South as well, though.
I knew this was coming.
The South Dakota.
You south of the Mount Rushmore line. It ain't the Mason-Dixon line, but it'll count, I guess.
It's like I don't know what this is. You're
You're thinking a little too fast for him. They do it a little bit slower down there.
Alabama.
Bro, when I was 3 years old, Forrest Gump was my favorite movie. I watched that shit till I wore out the VHS tape.
That was just because of Jedi.
Oh, God, yeah.
Was there just one spot that was a little more out than the others?
No, it was a whole movie.
That's okay. When I was like
War Eagle.
When I was 5 or 6, I thought Forrest Gump was based on a real person.
It was kind of, not really, but I would. Okay, so fun fact: Forrest Gump was from Greenbow, Alabama, right?
Greenbow, Alabama.
Roll Tide. So there is no Greenbow, Alabama. Also, 334 Dodge in the chat. If Will says Roll Tide, say War Eagle. He wants to get punched in the face.
Dr. Scary Guy says, my dad was Tex-Mex growing up, and he is not Southern at all. No, he is what I lovingly refer to as a Texican, because it's
yes,
that's what I refer to most people from Texas as. You're not a Texan, you're a Texican.
Oh, I call them Tejans.
Yeah, I know you would, but that's a brand of boots.
I mean, fair enough. I just like to say Tejas instead of Texas because I found it pisses some of them off. And as Will is very fond of saying, I laugh.
Hey, Drew, you're getting that confused with Arkansas, because I've been to Arkansas.
Yeah, Arkansas is a little backwards.
Yeah, it's even worse than Mississippi.
That's saying something.
I have spent a disproportionate amount of time in Little Rock. And
Little Rock, that's a fine town.
You know, they used to have nukes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then they figured out they should probably move them somewhere a little smarter.
Yeah, they moved
I mean,
the Dakotas.
I don't know if it's still there or not, but on Netflix, they used to have a documentary series or interviews and stuff with some of the people that were involved in the nuclear mishap that happened from a ICBM in Little Rock, where one of them, the silo, because they were still using liquid fuel at the time, it blew up and it blew the warhead out and miles away, and it landed in a ditch. And of all of the multiple safeguards that they had to keep it from blowing up when it wasn't supposed to blow up, only one of them was still in place when they recovered it.
Where's Mike?
That's why we use redundancy.
Where's Mike? Because that'd be perfect for warheads on foreheads. That's a let's go hunt thing, not an AK-47 radio thing, but yeah, I mean, warhead flying out could land it on somebody.
Well, warheads on foreheads is an American thing. So
no, it is. Just that specific. I mean, I could cue.
We're a pioneer in the field.
I mean, we were the first ones that really pioneered sharpshooters and snipers and killing officers instead of just shooting into a line of people for no reason.
Oh, we did. And that was actually, so fun fact, that was actually the National Guard.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was the militia, which is what the militia is still supposed to be today. But the militia today, most people consider to be what the National Guard is today, which is not the same thing.
No, it's not. And the National Guard is an odd thing that walks a very fine line, because like there's state guards. There's a handful of states that have state guards, and those guys are Some state guards are very different.
Sounds like my kind of people.
No, I have met some state guard, and
I didn't even know this was an actual thing.
oh yeah, like
I mean, I knew like militias were a thing today.
No, Mississippi so Texas has the Texas State Guard, which is run out of they have an air wing and everything like that, but it's the Texas like Rangers and all that, like Texas Department of Public Safety. They have their own Department of Military Affairs for it, and it is they don't quite do they do drill weekends and much like the National Guard, and they let them compete in like the Governor's 20 and things of that nature, but they have no federal mission, so they don't get any federal funding, but they wear multicam and stuff like that. The the Mississippi State Guard is a different level, and I'm picking on those guys, and I'm sorry if you're a member of the Mississippi State Guard, but they just found ACU and think it's cool.
I mean, I'm from Alabama. I don't mind picking on Mississippi. That sounds about right for those people. Do they get, I mean, you may not know, and probably not from state to state. Do they get federal funding at all?
No,
or
they do
not federal. Sorry. Do they get state funding at all?
Yes. Yes, they do.
But they're separate, so they cannot be like Title 10.
Correct. They are 100%. So here you go. The first photo for a Mississippi State Guard.
I've seen pictures of some of these state guardsmen.
I truly didn't know that this existed.
I'm gonna share this, and this is their join the Mississippi State Guard.
Oh, I mean, of course, they have to pull a butter bar
and a captain, and between them, they have more chins than a Chinese phone book.
But he's got that IR multicam patch. That one guy, the LT.
Yep, and I'm not fat shaming anything like that. Hey guys, you guys are out doing service to your community. And they are active, and they do a lot of good things. Mm-hmm. But
it's always acceptable to give an LT shit, though.
It is, and they go out. These are 100% state funded, and that's what they have. I've actually researched this quite a little. In one of my, it was put out ADD people are great. They're sleeper cells. Where it's you ask a question and they don't forget things. You just have to activate something in their brain from when they went down a research rabbit hole 3 months, 6 years ago. Say the right combination of words and you activate the knowledge base. And when they go through, it's South Dakota had a state guard, but it was during World War II. And a lot of states had them.
So yeah, a lot of states in World War II had them going.
But it was not for, it was for it was kind of like the civil defense thing, but it was a lot more of what traditional National Guard missions are.
Yeah.
Where you're responding to floods or natural disasters or using surplus military equipment on behest of the state to help. So
pre-GWAT National Guard kind of thing.
Yeah. And then when we moved in, hey, GWAT happened, and it's oh, hey, the Pentagon realized we have all of these trained troops. Let's rely on them.
Yeah.
I say that as someone who has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder about stuff.
Yeah, my dad was National Guard, and pretty much immediately after 9/11 happened, he was an F-16 maintainer. And then when we started flying CAPs over combat air patrols over the United States, because we were using F-16s to fly some of those CAPs, they would send him and deploy him to different places around the country to work on the planes when they would come back and land to make sure they could go fly their next mission. So that was the start of the GWAT deployments for him. And then he got a couple of like activated, now you're guard, but now you're federal. And so instead of using Blue Cross Blue Shield as our insurance through the state, now we're using TRICARE through the federal system for health insurance while he's deployed to the Middle East. So yeah, National Guard has been used a lot more like regular troops for the past 20 plus years than they historically had been.
Oh, yeah. And it really shows.
Yeah.
I know a lot of National Guard guys who have more deployments than guys who had comparable time active duty.
Same. It used to be that if you were National Guard or you were reserves, that you would just get shit on because active duty would think that you were shit because you weren't active duty. Now it's you get shit on like the Army shits on the Air Force or the Space Force or whatever. Like it's just that brotherly love versus no, actually, fuck you.
Well, as someone who, so I went to a very large. We've talked about it ad nauseum. Like we did a whole show on it on the AR show, our AR-15 podcast about marksmanship master trainer, and Joe and I both went down to that, and I was in the running to be the honor grad for that course, which is a like high level infantry course. It's put on by the School of Infantry, and all like it's made for infantry, and they're like, it's made for infantry and Cav Scouts, but we let everybody come. And I was in the running to be the honor grad.
Mm-hmm.
And like the last day, they're like, hey, yeah, no. Hey, you failed this because you missed the time hack by 15 minutes on your planning because you didn't plan sundown for the approximate time on the right year. You did it for sundown this year, not next year. So you're 15 minutes off. You didn't meet commander's intent. What would you do to fix it?
Commander's intent.
And I would move it 15 minutes to the left. Okay, great. So you're a G2. Sorry, you're no longer eligible for honor grad. And the reason for that was it totally was not because I did not have this in discussion with the senior instructors. So you guys weren't going to let the fat truck driver from South Dakota win this, were you? And they looked at me and said, we had the base commander here for your graduation. Do you think we could have let a large human in the National Guard who's a truck driver outshine the Rangers and everybody in this at an infantry school? Went,
yeah, that sounds about right.
Which is fine. And honestly, there's other people who are mad about it. I'm like, whatever. I got the same designator you guys did. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm a D's get degrees guy because at the end of the day, commandant's list doesn't matter.
Oh, you know what they call the guy at the bottom of the graduating class from the United States Naval Academy? Ensign.
Yep.
You know what the guy that got kicked out in his senior year, you know what they call him?
Sam.
Actually, I take it back. They call the guy at the bottom of the graduating class from the Naval Academy lieutenant because he's probably a Marine.
No, they call him sir. That's kind of like, you know, there's lots of doctors. There's a doctor who graduates at the first of his class, and he goes on to work at like Mayo Clinic. And there's the doctor who graduates,
or for the military.
And then there's the doctor who graduates at the bottom of his class, and he goes to work at the VA.
Oh yeah, military. Yep. Sorry, I thought you said bottom instead of top for the first one.
Yeah. Oh, you know what they call someone who graduates from a tier 3 law school and passes the bar exam? I do. AR Drew said that in the comments, and they call him an airport manager
or a public defender.
Or a McDonald's burger flipper.
So
maybe he's talking about himself. They said they call that person me.
Yep. But I went to an Army school once and had a guy in the same school with me for an NCO leadership, like a senior leaders course, and I had a graduate of Harvard Law with me in the class, and he loved to tell us that.
They all do. It's like those fucking academy grads. Oh, I went to whatever academy.
God,
I just want you to know. You just need to know that I went to the academy,
and that is why we call them ring knockers. But no, this guy went through and he would start talking, and I was like, "What?" And then he comes back. He's like, "Well, yeah, like I did this, and I'm a lawyer." Okay, so you went to Harvard Law. You passed the bar. Yep. You're still enlisted. Yeah. What's your day job? I'm an over-the-road truck driver. He argued one case.
So he still wants to be called Esquire instead of fucking Sergeant.
Well, here's a question.
No, he didn't have an option with that.
Did he win the case?
And this is one where I'm going to go off on a tangent. I don't mean to. And this is not in any way, shape, or form. But the guy was like the poster child for Dr. Scary Guy says, seriously, some people make me call them doctor. But no, he was I'm trying to think of how to say this without being offensive.
Don't worry about it.
Do it.
Oh, he was a mixed guy. And
that's not offensive. You better.
Lighter complected than I, but his facial features were a lot wider. And he was a huge advocate for affirmative action. And
I wonder why.
Oh no, when we went through, he talked about it. It's like, well, if it wasn't for affirmative action, I wouldn't have been allowed to go to Harvard. And I said, you see, the funny thing about that is I'm in favor of meritocracy. And we had a lengthy discussion about it. And he said, why do you like meritocracy? I said, because I want someone to be judged on their merit, not on their appearance. And he goes, well, then I wouldn't have had the opportunity to go there because there were people more qualified than me. And I said, so you answered my own question. Thank you.
This is a self-defeating argument.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there.
That's the thing.
I have nothing against anything like that, but I'm like, hey guys, like I just want everyone to be like, I want you to be the best. And if you're the best at what you do, like go to Harvard. That's amazing. Good for you.
That's amazing.
So for me,
student loans.
That's something that I will say, having grown up in the South and having been around a lot of, it's not so much the case these days, I will say, but growing up around a lot of people with the older school mentality and kind of being raised in that environment. But then I go out and I
put AR Drew's comment on the screen.
That one about going to the second best law school in Arkansas.
Yeah, you grow up in one environment. Maybe you think a certain way, and this can apply across the board. I'm just speaking from my own experience. But if you grow up in one environment and sorry, I'm looking at 334 Dodge's comment now.
He says he's all for meritocracy.
Yeah.
That's why I take a woman off of merit, not looks, probably why I'm still single.
Yeah. Anyway, you can, but I went off and joined the military, right? So I was all of a sudden working towards a common objective with a bunch of different people from a bunch of different backgrounds, and we were all very different. There may be some similarities here. They're like, I've worked with Canadians that are
I'm sorry.
just no. I've worked with Canadians that are just as pro freedom and pro gun as me. There's one I can think of right now that I would sponsor to become an American citizen to fucking day if I could. But you meet these different people that are from very different backgrounds, and you realize that, like, at the end of the day, what you may have grown up thinking, oh, well, I am in a position where I couldn't make it just because of my background, or you grow up being taught or believing that, oh, these people aren't as good at whatever, blah, blah, blah. No, it's all bullshit. Like, what matters is, like what Dooley was saying, meritocracy. Are you good at the thing you need to be good at? Are you doing your job well? Are you a good person? Are you a good leader? Are you a good follower? Whatever the case may be that is good for your job. If the answer is yes, then nobody gives a fuck at the end of the day. And if they do give a fuck about all this other stuff that doesn't matter, well, then fuck them. They can go fuck off somewhere.
And that's why every military promotion I have gotten past the rank of E4 has been out of spite, because they had no one else left. And they're like, shit, we have to give it to him because he's the best qualified person, not the one we like the most.
Yeah. And I think that's a good thing. I mean,
Yeah.
That's what we want, right? I mean, it doesn't matter if it's flipping burgers at McDonald's, if that's a CEO of a company, if it's a military member.
You should be the best at what you do.
Absolutely. And if you're not, well, then sorry, people were better than you. And if you are, well, then okay, cool. And I don't give a crap
that's
about
why communism fails.
Yes. I say as I am wearing.
Communism. Just one big long excuse for Karl Marx to be a deadbeat.
Well, the real reason, let's be honest, the real reason communism fails is because it creates breadlines.
Well, so have you guys heard about, like, what is it, Universe 26? Is that the study on it?
I'm not sure I've heard of that.
So this is a real thing, and I'm gonna
Oh, you're talking about behavioral sync.
What's that?
You're talking about behavioral sync.
No, the mouse study.
Yeah.
Universe 25. Mouse experiment, Universe 25.
Yeah, sorry. Behavioral sync is a term for it too. We're thinking of this. We're on the same page now.
No,
with all the nicer rats, the overpopulated ones.
You two are. I'm just here to learn now.
So Universe 25, like, this is a study that's been done 100 times, and the results were the same every time. So they put all these mice or rats, whatever, the rodents, in a utopian environment. And it's like, hey, everything's good. They have all the food. They don't have to work for it. Like, everything is provided for them. And the same thing happened every time. They started to overbreed, and then they quit overbreeding, and the alphas took over, and it was like, oh, hey, like, in 1 or 2 generations, hey, we don't have to worry about anything because all of our needs are met. And then suddenly these alphas went through, and they're like, okay, yep. And then all the beta males went off and started, like, eating each other and biting at the bottom because the alpha mice at the top got everything. And then after another generation of that, they didn't even care about breeding anymore, and they just wanted to be with all of the pretty mice. And, like, it started with like, it went into, like, they quit breeding in general because it was all just homos. And like, it's straight up documented. I can read through it here. It's ideal conditions. The bottleneck goes through social disruption. Males became aggressive. Females abandoned or attacked pups and stopped reproducing. The beautiful ones, a subset of mice, often young males, became passive, isolated, and groomed obsessively, and refused and only focused on self-care. In the end, it always happened where when this went through, females went off and were not taking care of the young, and the beta males just fought and ate each other, and the pretty mice just wanted to go through and work on themselves and preen and posture, and they didn't care if they reproduced or not.
On top of that, I'm going to read from one of the studies, actually, because this is the part I always found most fascinating about this, is that once they get to this like totally messed up behavioral mode, many females were unable to carry pregnancy to full term or survive delivery of their litters if they did. Even greater number, after successfully giving birth, it fell short in maternal duties. Among males, the behavior disturbances range from sexual deviation to cannibalism, and from frenetic overactivity to pathological withdrawal, from which individuals would emerge to eat, drink, and move about only when other members of the community were asleep. Does this all not describe current things in so many ways?
It falls back to the good times create soft men. Soft men.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Soft men create bad mice. Bad mice create hard times.
So it's also called the 80-year cycle. If anybody hadn't heard of that,
I have.
The 80-year cycle is every 80 years humanity, if you can go back and look at timelines, and it's like every civilization has gone through this where it's like an 80-year cycle. Hey, things got really hard and produced a bunch of what they call hard men. It's like, hey, things aren't good. We have to figure this out, fix shit. And then they do. And then hard men create good times. Good times create soft men. Soft men create bad times. Bad men create hard times. Hard times create good men. And it's just an ongoing repetitive cycle. So Karl Marx is the problem. And actually, Saul Alinsky and Rules for Radicals is what ruined America.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of things we could go down that rabbit hole.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm going to get off my soapbox now.
No, this is nice.
Why?
There's like
I haven't gotten off mine yet.
Let me start screaming into the ether about Reese's Law.
Oh, I thought we were going to start screaming about Reese's Pieces.
So,
Ooh,
sorry, that's my
Reese's
latest
Pieces.
thing that I'm like super adamant how much I hate. And that's the bitter coating on coin batteries.
Please tell the story, because we've heard it, but the audience has not. You're the Tide Pod guy. We know. Okay, go ahead.
No, so kid died from batteries, like whatever, like ate a bunch of batteries. All right, like Darwinism. If you eat a bunch of batteries, maybe you shouldn't reproduce. Anyways, I hate to say that. Don't mean anything bad, but don't eat batteries. Most people don't have to learn that. So they put this coating on coin cell batteries to make it not like taste good, so you don't put them in your mouth. And if you look at like a coin cell battery now, there's a whole bunch of dots on one side, and that's coating. If you're running an optic on your pistol, they all use a coin cell battery or like a red dot, anything like that. And if you don't scrape the coating off, because the coating they put on is non-conductive. So they give you a battery with a coating on it that won't let the energy flow through. And hey, like, so these guys are talking about in one of our chats, I was like, hey, I have this optic. I love it, but it has a feature I didn't think would have, where when you pull the trigger, the dot goes off. And it's like shake off and then shake awake and back on and off. And I'm like, what the hell? So I actually talked to Bob from Gideon, and he's like, yeah, so this is supposed to be a thing. And I was like, yeah, I was having problems with it. So I changed the battery because I thought it might have just been a bad battery or dead battery, and I still had the same problems. He's like, yeah, QC missed it. Scrape the battery like in and out of the compartment 10 or 15 times, so it'll rough up that coating and let the contacts make contact with the battery, so you actually get connectivity.
Good grief.
And I replaced that because I thought I'd killed a different pistol optic. And I since went back, and now it works flawlessly again because I didn't realize the coating on batteries was non-conductive.
You should lick it out of spite.
But now you have to do that with every single new we all have to do that with every single new battery.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I think Sam's on to something. We should probably just pop a battery in and just like lick it like it's a fucking Jolly Rancher for 15 minutes.
Good to go.
Pop it out, let it dry.
No, I don't think it dissolves like with water. You have to literally like scrape it.
We have teeth. This is fine.
I has a knife.
I has a file.
Boy.
And this is the episode that will get the AK-47 radio kicked off.
Oh
Kicked off
no,
what?
trust me.
What are they going to kick this off of? YouTube? Not a big deal right now at all. I don't think we're going to get kicked off the FRN. I've said worse things than Let's Go Hunt.
Bro, it tastes so fucking bad too.
See, he's tried to lick it off.
Yeah, 334 Dodge. I'm just saying, what's so wrong with natural selection?
Nothing's wrong with natural selection at all.
It's the way God intended it. Although, to be fair, I probably shouldn't be alive today. I just got lucky a few times in my life.
Oh, if we went through my sordid past, I definitely am very lucky to be here among us today. Especially talking to you guys. Just imagine the luck I have and how I won the lottery to be here.
Yeah, you really didn't have anything else going on tonight, did you?
The Christmas MRE Special.
Somebody really hates you for you to be here.
His wife's like, "Oh, good, go away."
Oh, she's asleep on the couch in the other room. When you saw me leave a little bit ago, I was like, "Oh, hey, I need another drink." So I was like, "Hey, are you downstairs?" "Yeah, I am." "Okay, hey, you want to like come in here and get me some more ice?" And nothing. So I was like, I'm just going to go up, and Sam's rambling. I'll go get a drink. And she's like, "Oh, hey, sorry, I fell asleep."
That happens. Well, I've eaten. What?
I was going to say, since it's the Christmas special, I heard a Christmas poem read in a manner of which that now I will never not be able to hear at any time. So you guys are familiar with the "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" poem?
I was hoping it would be that.
I believe so.
Are you also familiar with the song by the band Cake?
Which one?
"Going the Distance."
Oh, Going for Speed.
"Was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." They did the entire Night Before Christmas as "Going the Distance," and it works.
I'm going to have to go find that now.
That might have to be the outro tonight.
Oh, I'll have to pull that up then.
I will see if I can find it.
You can go ahead. Yeah, if you've got it on your end, you can go ahead and find it faster than I will, probably. Or at least the right one. That's for sure.
Sam, what is behind the red dot on your lowest AK?
I don't know, but I just bumped the power cord on my monitor, so it flashed. I'm really good. It didn't turn the roadcaster off this time.
Yeah, it's everything's still going.
Oh, it's a PSA sticker, but it's their
Oh,
it's their fake Tula.
I couldn't tell if it was a weird,
No, that's Ishmael,
like
not Tula.
a rear iron sight or something.
No. There's a bunch of PSA stickers in that box. There's a bunch of gummies. The problem is now I'm at the array all of this stuff, including the 100 small little penises, and get a picture of it tomorrow. And my wife's gonna look at me like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, I don't know, lady. But I have plans for these. There's somebody we all know who has a very large and expansive warehouse.
Hurrah.
Where
Oh,
these are gonna be able to be just nice and tucked away and like, oh,
in the
right there.
in the private chat, you will find the
I know where you should put multiple small peni in that particular warehouse. We'll talk about it offline.
I think that'll work. But well, I think we hit the 2-hour mark. I think that's good for now, don't you? Unless y'all want to keep trucking along talking about mice.
Well, we did this and managed to not do a single AK fact. So
that's just
Perfect.
like that's pretty standard for us. We usually only talk about AKs for about 5 minutes out of an entire show. By the time we make it through Ricardo Pons, Kim Kardashian, things not AK related that are guns, tangentialing off into trains, a little bit of AK stuff, and then we leave.
how about the Sturmgewehr?
Oh, the Sturmgewehr?
Yeah.
I like the Sturmgewehr.
Yeah. I mean, we could also talk about how Kalashnikov didn't actually probably invent the AK.
I mean,
it's 99% of a grand.
So we're going to get there one day. But yes, how good old Mikhail Kalashnikov is probably just a guy who did have some idea for something at some point, and then the Russians did the typical Russian thing where they go, we need to make a hero out of somebody. That guy. And then go stick him on top of a design team as the figurehead. Well, the design team figures out the rest of the shit. Credit the guy on the top, call it a day.
Yeah. Did he ever do another gun design?
Well, ironically,
that didn't fail.
Ironically, I always think it's funny how they say that he's also designer of the AK-74, as if the AK-74 isn't just a scale. It's just a 5.45 AK. Oh, he developed. I mean, he did do a lot of work on the PK allegedly, but the PKM is actually just an upside down AK. So it's still
the
AK.
PK is a. It's like as you go back and look at this as a military firearms enthusiast, FN used more PK stuff than anyone else. And
oh, did they? Oh, that is true because they did
called the M240
and the M249.
Yeah, they are rather PK-ish. If I had to have, I say that like I was being forced upon me. If I could choose a full power, like general purpose machine gun, and this isn't even just out of like, ooh, look, commie gun, I'd probably get a PKM. There's something about a PKM to me that's just like, ooh, it just hits the spot. And I am a fan, especially as a civilian, for a belt fed. I am a fan of a non-disintegrating link. The belts, I like non-disintegrating belts as a civilian because then I can just pick up belt and run away instead of my belt being disintegrated into 200 little pieces all over the ground.
That is fair. Personally, I would go with, like, if I could have any machine gun, I would probably go with an RPD, but the Israeli conversion.
RPD?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the Israeli conversion, I guess.
It's in 5.56.
Okay. The RPDs. I like the RPDs that some of the Rhodesians and then the South Africans after them were chopping down as short as they could get them. Have you seen those?
Yes.
Those are
they
fucking
also
awesome.
fired from a.
I'm pretty sure Mac V Sog did some of those too.
Yeah, they were in use elsewhere. RPDs were cool, and the Israeli conversion in 5.56 with the non-disintegrating belt was kind of neat. I've never touched one.
I think if I had to pick Now I know what my all-time Grail machine gun would
Oh
be.
no, I'm not talking Grail. I'm talking. This is purely on scale of economics.
Oh no! If I could pick any machine gun as defined by the NFA, I know what I would pick. But if we're going with belt fed only, I would pick the belt fed version of the Stoner 63 as my all-time belt fed.
Yeah.
And Mike would pick the Thompson and 30-06.
Yeah. He really would. He'd be like, it's belt fed. It's just belt fed from a box.
I mean, at the very least, he'd be up to an M1919 because he'd be in 30-06.
I'm just saying because Mike's not here, I'm going to pick on him.
Oh, we pick on Mike all the time. This is required.
Which the M1919, if you've seen, I hate to bring everything down to if you've seen there's the only combat footage that exists of 5 Commando. If 5 Commando was a mercenary company in the Congo back in the 60s. Yes. There's footage from an Italian documentary of 5 Commando. These dudes grabbing their freaking M1919s with the barrel and the little grip on the back and just blazing into the trees. And nothing has ever made me want an M1919 more than that footage.
For me, it was the footage from the Pacific of the character or the guy playing the character of John Basilone with his little bale thing he kept in his pocket. That made me want a 1919.
If I was going on non-economy, like I want a saw for nostalgia. But I say that because 20 years ago, I spent a lot of time with one.
Well, that's the same reason I want an M16A2 clone. And if the NFA ever gets repealed, I would convert it to 3-round burst, even though 3-round burst is the dumbest, gayest shit ever. But it's the first weapon I ever qualified on in the military. So I want one just to have one for the collection.
That's why I have mine. It's also why I have my M16A4. My M forgery is a little meh because I didn't do proper clone correct on it.
As long as it does what I want it to do and it puts me back to the point of using the gun when I was using the gun in qualification. Let's be real. Well, let's be real. I've never actually fired a weapon in combat. So for me, qualifying and just having to carry it, if it's that, then that's good enough for me. I don't need it to be, perfect.
Yeah, well, if the NFA completely went away and I was not worried about economy, then I want a Mark 19.
Yeah. Well, because you have a dick and a Y chromosome.
There was a time in my life where I was quite skilled with the Mark 19. Sergeant Major Beard, who has a very storied military career, laughed and went, "Oh, you are a belt-fed aficionado because you go for total disembowelment." Hey, Drew, I do not have the extra chromosomes. No matter what my forehead and eyebrows say. But
I mean, if we want a tangential real quick, I learned something. I actually didn't learn it. I rediscovered something a couple days ago that has to do with extra chromosomes, or at least, and so it turns out I have my left hand doesn't have 2 lines on it. It's just the one line going straight across, simian line, or whatever the fuck they call that, which I had to share with my wife yesterday, is actually usually not usually, but can be an indicator of severe mental disabilities.
So you're telling us you're retarded. We already knew this.
I mean, if we stick my palm up by what's on the wall behind me.
We understand.
Anyway, moving on. Sorry.
Tell us more about trains.
The only trains I'm interested in are armored trains. Oh, I'm in. What's the name of that fucking armored train?
The one from the Expendables?
No, Zamoritz. There we go. It wasn't an armored. It wasn't a whole armored train, but there is an armored rail cruiser, is what it would be called. It's not like the whole train. It's one car. I'm gonna pull a picture of this thing because it's fucking awesome.
God damn it! Here we go with the Chronoplans.
Look at that thing. Oh, so Zamoritz, yeah, is just this portion here. Just 2 turrets on an armored rail cruiser. It has a little internal engine to chug it along. That thing, I'm going to go off the top of my head here, was built, I believe, prior to World War. It was built prior to World War One. Was used by the Tsarist Russians all the way through World War One. It then ends up in the hands of the Czech Legion, which the Czech Legion was the Tsarist Russia telling a bunch of Czechs, hey, we're going to give you guys your own nation back if you fight for us. It'll be great. Anyway, so the Czech Legion went all being cut off when the Bolshevik Revolution happens in 1917. They're then ostracized by the Bolsheviks. The Germans consider them enemies, so they keep all their guns. Keep all your guns, don't give them up. They went from the western half of Russia all the way over to Vladivostok to eventually sail around the fucking world to get back home. But that armored train went all the way to Vladivostok with them, and then it pops up in World War II briefly in China until somebody melted it down.
I thought you were
Mosins
talking
have
about
popped
the
up.
Anzio Annie at Fort Lee.
No, not Anzio Annie. I'm talking about the fucking armored train, man. I like armored trains. Armored trains are cool. It's kind of like having a tank, but worse. But at the same time, way cooler.
It's like a tank, but dumber.
It is like a tank, but dumber because it's stuck on a rail. Now, if you live in fucking Russia in 1912 and there's no roads, the rail thing makes a little bit more sense. But after a while, it's like, it can only go that way and that way. It's kind of pigeonholed.
I mean, like I was about to say, fucking Mosins have been popping up in the Russia-Ukraine war. Look, and still have water-cooled Maxims. So
if the fucking Japanese hadn't have melted Zamoritz down, it probably would be in Ukraine right now.
With what they're pulling out, yeah. I still can't believe that. I was gonna say I could go down the rabbit hole of like all the stuff, the Russia-Ukraine thing, and that's nuts. They're losing more. Russia is losing more people a month than we did in 20 years in Afghanistan.
I mean, that's not surprising.
Well, meat wall targets or tactics are.
Meat wall tactics and trench warfare will kind of do that to you.
Also, we has AC-130 and AC-10. Or sorry, A-10.
Do we still have A-10?
We still have A-10.
Because I thought they sent the last of them to.
Oh, A-10s for the longest time, Air Force was like, oh yeah, we're getting rid of the A-10. And Army was like, fuck you, no, we'll buy them and we'll train pilots to fly them. No, get rid of A-10, please. And it still exists.
I know it still exists, but I want to say recently they moved the last of them. They're only they're kind of going out.
I don't know. I've never had to really deal with planes, so I don't want to speak out of turn, but
here's Mike when we need him.
I'm 99.9% sure that A-10s are still in active duty service today.
I just know that they are still in, but they got rid of. There's only one squadron left.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Oh no, that was what it was. I think they moved them all to guard now because the Air Force wants to make way for the goddamn F-35.
Don't get me started.
The A-10, a plane designed exclusively to pop T-72s all in a row.
I don't hear the problem.
It's not the aardvark. I like the aardvark.
You shut your mouth.
Hey.
No, A-10 is best A. That includes aardvark.
Okay, the F-111 is...
If I don't get an A-10, give me a Skywarden.
I'll take a F-117.
Those are definitely decommissioned.
See, I'm with Dooley on the Skywarden just because in my fantasy future where society's collapsed, Skywardens could be a lot more useful.
Well, Skywarden is what happens when you go, hey, guys, shit, we need something. And they let the grunts, like, what do we do? Shit, I don't know. And then they turn to the farm kid and we're like, hey, so we need this. And they're like, well, my dad's got a crop duster. What if we just used one of them because it can land anywhere? And let's just, like, it can lift a lot of weight. We just won't put the tank on it and put pods and just do that. It'll work.
I mean, it's developed from something that's literally called the air tractor. AT-802.
Like, quite literally, it's that's what happens when you go, you turn to the farm kids and go, we need this. And they go, all right. Give me an hour. But like, that's how Beaches in Normandy got cleared. A farm kid literally welded up a wedge on the front of a Sherman tank.
I don't remember what it was called, but sorry to reference a different channel. The Fat Electrician a while ago now did a video on death tractors. It was basically
war tractors. John Deere was like, hey.
Yeah. It was like a bunch of farm kids that had joined the military, got the military to buy a bunch of tractors and welded a bunch of shit on them. It was the exact same thing, except that they were two-dimensional.
Yeah. And well, they were making an argument like, hey, don't buy tanks, do this instead.
I mean,
it really pushed it.
It worked for the guys in trimmers. I'm just saying.
Hey, there was a reason in the beginning of GWAT we called it farmer armor, because they just gave us like steel and we did things.
So you got to do what you wanted instead of what the contract company decided was the best. You lucky son of a bitch.
I'm like, there may be a couple DOD regulations because of things that I was ancillarily or directly involved with, but I'm not here to talk about that.
Meh. Hey, necessity is the mother of invention.
And Sam just laughs anytime I say something like that because he's like, I've met him.
Yeah, I could just picture the chain of events in my head. 334 Dodge. Why not talk about the little beavers? Is he talking about the eager beavers?
No, the little beavers. If he's talking about the airborne beavers, that was a thing that they did too. They just were like, hey, we need to move these beavers. I'll just make them airborne.
Yeah, I've seen that story too. There are a lot of interesting U.S. government stories.
It's almost like you give them too much money, they come up with really weird ideas. Yep, the beaver drop, 76 beavers. In Idaho, 1950.
Well, the little beaver was one of the old school World War II. Is a de Havilland beaver that was essentially the same thing, where they just took a standard plane and did things. They're observation aircraft, kind of like the old original Broncos.
It's like dropping an ICBM out of a cargo plane or shooting down a plane while you're falling under a parachute using your 1911. Yeah. Military aviation do be doing shit.
Yeah, the ones who built the B-17 bomber because they're like, yeah, fine, we'll make our own. And they took all those broke down ones and made one working one.
Yeah, the
That's
Eager
every flying squadron ever. We've got these 4 planes that are red tagged, but they've still got some good parts on them. Oh, these other planes are not red tagged, but we can take other good parts and make them flyable.
The
Let's
difference
do
is
that.
with the Eager Beaver and old 666. I don't remember all the details, but basically, they were denied an airplane, like the captain was, and so he got a bunch of other guys who were screw ups, and they didn't just fix parts from one. No, they took parts and built a plane from scratch.
Yeah,
because they wouldn't be given one, so they just created one.
I also remember that story too. It was back when the military could just do military things. It was back when officers still had the NCO mentality of make shit work. Rule number 1.
There's like, hey guys, I got an idea.
Yeah, it wasn't all commander's intent or these are the rules or blah blah blah. No, we got to go kill people that they said we need to go kill.
It was
Let's make that happen.
Hey guys, I really need this to happen. I don't care how. I'm gonna go over here.
And I'm gonna be busy for a while.
Yep. I'm gonna go write a bunch of reports. When I come back, there better be a fully functioning weapons system sitting right here, and I am not going to ask questions.
See, this is in construction. This is the equivalent of the fucking foreman telling you that I need this, this, and this done. It's like, I can't do this, this, and this. Like, okay, I'll do it, but you're not going to be in the room when I do it. And when I come back and everything's covered up with plywood, you're not going to ask any fucking questions. Okay.
Precisely.
Like, it won't fall apart. I can promise you it won't fall apart. But you don't let a fucking inspector anywhere near here. And we're gonna button the floor back up, and we're never gonna speak of this again or the wall.
Just put a bunch of drywall over it.
Oh no, there are some things that the faster you get tile on top of it, the better. Because once there's tile on top of it, it's done. It's like a tomb now. No one will ever look underneath here ever again.
I was going to say drywall, texture, and paint, but yeah, that's probably definitely faster.
All right. Was that it then, guys?
I think it will be. Been about 2 hours and 27 minutes. That'll give somebody to listen to. So when you are trapped at your in-laws' house on Christmas and you need to get away, so you're like, I gotta go use the restroom, and you emerge 2.5 hours later, that'll give you something to listen to while you're in there.
Amen.
You gonna play us out?
Oh yeah, hang on, I gotta pull that up. Oh no! Oh, it's in the private chat. Good. Let's I close that tab. Oh, hang on, stupid ads. So the ad is gonna be playing.
Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced.
This is amazing.
Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window, I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone on Christmas Eve. Because he's racing and pacing and plodding the way. He's merry and laughing and riding on his sleigh. He's going the distance. Yeah! More rapid Comet, then Eagles, his coursers they came. He whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone on Christmas Eve. Because he's racing and pacing and plotting the way. He's merry and laughing and riding on his sleigh. He's racing and pacing and plotting the way. He sees you when you're sleeping and he knows you're awake. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. He's going the distance.
Oh, that was fantastic. Merry Christmas to everyone out there listening. If you are listening, we appreciate you. We like you a lot. Check out AR-15 podcast with that big guy down there, because he's great. And Merry Christmas and God bless.